Italian ice. Summertime in New York City, you can find it on just about every street corner. But there's a reason people will go all the way to Corona, Queens just to get it. For Queens is where the king is, the lemon ice king of Corona.
Give me an Italian ice.
I enjoy seeing the people coming up here for the first time. They come up here not knowing what to expect, and just to see the reaction on their face when they taste a particular flavor. It's like, wow, you know what I mean? What a taste. You know?
It's one of those mom and pop institutions. If you don't know about it, then you're not a true New Yorker. You see, the Lemon Ice King of Corona is known for one thing, Italian ices, and they do them spectacularly.
We have people that actually come here in the dead of winter with snow on the ground, and they want their super coconut or their super vanilla chip. And if by chance we close a little earlier because of the weather, we hear it the next time that they come over. You know, we came by and you weren't, and you were closed, you know.
With some 40 flavors on hand, you're going to have a tough time picking a favorite.
But basically, anybody that eats an ice has to have a lemon first. That's traditional. It's the lemon ice, you know.
All the classic flavors are here, like vanilla, cherry, and blueberry. But some of their more exotic offerings are the most popular, like licorice, peanut butter, and even cantaloupe.
We had somebody that wanted an avocado flavor, and he kept pushing it. Every time he came up here, he would say, when are you going to make the avocado?
The Lemon Ice King of Corona was started in the 1940s on this very corner by Nicholas Benefarino. His son Pete quickly joined the business, building it to what it is today. Current owners Michael Zampino and Vincent Barbaccia took over almost 2 decades ago. Only after years under Pete's tutelage and a promise to keep things the same were they able to convince him to sell.
We're still a mom and pop operation. People laugh at us. We don't have a computer in the place. You know, how could you not have a computer? We recently just got a fax. The place is as is because of the fact that we still hold to the old-fashioned rules, you know?
Pete continued working here after he sold the business, even living upstairs until he passed away in 2008.
He was his own man. He was a chef by trade, you know, and when it came to ices, he was a genius. You know, he would never settle for being good enough. I'm sure you're familiar with the soup Nazi from Seinfeld. Well, more than once it was said that he was a lemon ice Nazi. You know, you got it the way he gave it to you, and that was it. You know, and you said thank you, and you left.
That doesn't mean Pete isn't dearly missed. The chair where he reigned over his kingdom stays permanently in his favorite spot as tribute. Pete's touches are still all over the place, and you can't help but notice one of his big red letter signs in particular.
We do not mix flavor. That's something that was just passed down, and we are staying with it because, you know, this is the way Pete the King wanted it. Also, there's a reason for that, why he used to do that. We don't want to mix the flavors up, you know, with the other flavors.
But Vinny and Mike have reversed one of Pete's rules. Drum roll, please. The Lemon Ice King now offers napkins.
And as they're walking up, this is, yeah, you know, we got to get this flavor and that flavor. Then they ask for a napkin. They're all dressed up and they're asking for a napkin. And then we would tell them, no, we don't have napkins. All of a sudden, that cup lost a little flavor, you know what I mean? That's like, how could you do that, you know? So I was, you know, rather than be embarrassed that way, we said, you know what, we're getting napkins and we're getting spoons, you know? He didn't talk to us for 2 weeks. Well, we did that, you know, but he overcame that also, so.
Pete apparently knew what he was doing, for this place has gotten some serious accolades, including the Zagat Guide Award of Distinction. And to make sure the quality stays high, all of the ices are made from scratch, right on the premises.
You let it lay for any amount of time, it sort of loses some of its flavors, you know. Fresh is fresh, that's it, you know. So like I said, as we need a product, we'll make it the next day.
And without even trying, they use all natural ingredients. You order lime, you're getting lime, not some bright green artificial flavoring. They even truck in fresh fruit and squeeze out the flavoring themselves. In a kitchen facility so spotless, you could mistake it for a medical lab.
Either me and my partner will make the batches. We're the only two that make the batches right now. But this was the recipes that were passed down to us, and they're held in the highest confidence. You know, I know and my partner knows. My wife doesn't know.
And what they'd want to know is just how the Lemon Ice King is able to get such a creamy taste with no additives.
Supposedly we have a secret recipe, and this is part of the secret recipe, that you can get this kind of a creamy ice, that kind of texture, using only water. You know, because if I told you it was a cream ice, you would say, wow, this is a great cream ice, but it's not. So again, it's all natural water-based ices. That's the big novelty of our ices.
On blistering summer days, they can go through over 200 gallons a day. Good thing their enormous freezer is kept to a bone-chilling 11 degrees. They also give back to the community, only hiring neighborhood kids to work there. The Lemon Ice King also benefits from being just a stone's throw away from where the Mets play and the U.S. Open. And just like good weather, a Mets win can bring in extra customers. But what always brings them to this ice-cold wonder is a top-notch product with a taste truly New York.
The best ices you're going to get in New York and probably the country. So try to make the extra special trip. It's worth it. Thank you.
The Lemon Ice King of Corona is open year-round, 7 days a week. Summertime, they stay open until 12:30 a.m. That is, unless things start hopping, then they'll stay open even later. They've also started getting into the wholesale business, shipping as far away as Kentucky.